That is what we're looking at so far. Got the seat in. Got her all carpeted up as much as I'm gonna. That's the front carpet in, the middle, the floors and all that, and the back bench seat, and the two little bitty branch off pieces. Got the trolling motor just stuck on it for right now. I was just seeing, you know, how it's gonna work with the seat on there and how it's gonna raise up, to fold up and all that. Probably now going to go ahead and, like I said earlier there, with the pole holders. Just giving a quick look at how she's looking so far. That is how she's looking so far from the front angle. Now that we got the back seat on and a little carpet in it. I went ahead and dropped it on down to the ground here so I can get back here and start figuring out the pole holder. Need to know the exact position I want. I need to know the height, if I want to make it adjustable up and down or not. So I'm going to crawl on in there, and I got the measuring tape on in there and the poles and one of the little pole holders, and pretty good idea how I'm going to do it. Let me get up in there and see what's where it's going to be. Well, doing some mock hook sets, I have figured I want to put the bar running down about close to the lip here as I can without actually touching it, right along this line, and I want to use about this height coming up from this, so it will not be so much more of a T as it will be a just a little short mount right here. Did quite a few of them. Sat there about 30 minutes practicing that. Now that's for my arm length and my height there. We'll have to see if it's great for, you know, whomever else that may be fishing with. So I know that much at least now. All I have to do is find some material, which I think I may have found some, and we'll go from there. We got I believe I went 2.5 with these. Gonna cut 2 of these for the upwards base of it. I'm gonna run one piece all the way down through up underneath it, and have another piece going around on the very top of it there, and that is going to be for the mount on the bottom, and of course the pole holders on the top. So let me get a measurement in here and see how far over I need to go with the wider pieces, the longer pieces I mean. Alright, here's our 14.5 cut here. This will be the top piece most likely. Might end up being the bottom piece. I'm going to go look after I get them all together. I wanted one longer there for the top, for the actual pole holder, so this will probably be the top piece. Cutting this one here at 8 inches. This will be our last cut on this angle. From here it'll be a little bead blasting to get some paint off of it, welding, drilling holes, a little bit more painting, mounting, and from there actually before the mounting is figuring out exactly where to mount. And let's get started on that. Boy, I would say I got lucky right there. These are all the cut pieces laid on top of the piece I had left, and it's exactly enough left to do one more, which is the goal. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get all these out there in the bead blaster. Got to take the paint off of them for welding. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. Alright, those are the pieces fresh out of the bead blast. Okay, we got it all set up here and clamped up. Now fixing the welder here. this other side clamped up now. Alright, now I'm going to let that cool for a second and we'll clamp on the top piece and get it on. Alright, it had finally cooled enough. We got the top piece I'm going to be using there measured up and put on there and fixing to weld it. Alright, we cleaned it up a little bit on the knife grinder over here. That was made in the shop also. Now we have our marked out positions. I've already got it punched and we're fixing to drill this top piece here for the pole holders to actually go on it. Then we'll turn it over and drill the bottom for the mount screws into the wood on the bench seats. Got our pilot holes drilled. Now we're going to go with a 1/4 inch in there. Just for the little bolts that we're going to go through there. That'll be the final drilling on the top part here. Okay, the mount on screws have been drilled. Now it is back in the bead blaster time and then painting. Alright, that is her all painted up. Tomorrow we will go ahead and install that on the boat. I know the boat hasn't been painted yet or anything either, so you know, I just got some primer on this for right now and we'll do it, match it with the same color we're going to do the boat.